Ross Coulthart and others are talking about China entering the UFO game. So let's talk about it. Get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe and let me know what you think in the comments below. Okay, from Ross, acknowledgement in the Chinese media that China's government is now seriously engaging with U.A.P. mystery as a national defense threat. Maybe the Department of Defense and ex-DOD Aero boss Kirkpatrick will suggest the Chinese are just misidentifying their beautiful national bird, the red-crowned crane, for something anomalous. I love it. Yeah, any dig at the lovely SK is a good dig, Ross. I love it. But what exactly are they talking about? Well, okay, so there is this information. Okay. So this is from China. China is invigorating its space strategy against the U.S. The People's Liberation Army's Unidentified Aerial Phenomenon Response System is already aimed at military restraint. In December 2020, Trump signed a bill to release information about UFOs as president. It has been reported that he will win the U.S. presidential election as early as November this year. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that, but let's go into what China is currently doing. China is intensifying its space strategy to counter the United States. Former Xinhua China bureau chief and journalist Soji Nishiyaka explains. In June 2021, the South China Morning Post, an English-language newspaper in Hong Kong, reported that it was interesting. The translation here isn't great. This is a translated document, article. It tells you that at a meeting of senior information technology scientists in Beijing in 2019, that China's People's Liberation Army's U.A.P. counter-response system was revealed. At the meeting, a PLA researcher said that the U.A.Ps pose a serious challenge to our national security and clarified there is a three-step reporting system for dealing with UAPs. The information aggregated in the national database is analyzed by AI, and a mechanism is in place to determine the threat index of the object in question. Since the article was published just before the release of the U.S. Department of Defense's report on the investigation of UAPs, Mr. Nishiyaka believes that the Chinese government is demonstrating its ability to monitor and analyze UAPs. It is said that the Chinese authorities began to view the UAP issue as a national defense threat after the PLA plane scramble incident that occurred in Hebei province in October 19, 1998. UAP researcher Amamiya, I said that right, says at around 11 p.m. on the same day, 4 radars picked up a UAP that appeared in the sky over Qingzhou City, Hebei province. Thereafter, the Chinese authorities, who attached importance to the situation, prepared a response manual that was separate from the usual scramble launch. The collected data is classified as a top-level military secret, and access to information is limited to a small number of people, including President Jinping and other Chinese presidents, as well as senior Communist Party officials in military leadership. Yeah, President Xi Jinping. Yeah. So it goes beyond that, though. Let's listen to what Tucker Carlson has to say here, talking about Russia and Chinese pilots losing their lives to UAP.
In China, have literally lost aircraft chasing these things. So they're not Russian or Chinese.
So we have a declassified British government document, which is a research document into UFOs that points out a couple of times, actually.
Yeah, so Chinese and Russian pilots have died, being scrambled against UFOs, just as American pilots have. So it goes well beyond what the article is reporting. It also goes further back than the article is reporting. Their current UFO program may have existed since, 1998, but we know from Jonathan Weant that China was involved in a multinational UFO effort as early as 1997. So, yeah, let's listen to the Lance Corporal. And if you're not familiar with his story, of course, he came across a UFO in Peru in 1997, as part of his unit. And he was sent to, secure a crashed ship. They didn't know it was a UFO. They got there. It was a UFO. Then American Department of Energy people showed up. Goons of the control group showed up and arrested Weant and took him back to their base of operations to threaten him. And when he was there, he got to see some stuff. He got to see the shape of the UFO Control Group, or at least part of it, this international part of it that included China. Let's listen.
And that we had like a live fire shoot in the jungle, and there was Green Berets, Army Airborne, I mean, a bunch of these Spec Ops guys, Delta Force there, the murderers at Waco were there, so, all these guys out there. I mean, the Chinese are there, they're out there training, man, and they're training the Peruvians too, so it's weird, man, weird.
Yeah, that's really weird. So China is part of the UFO Control Group, so I don't know, the separate divisions of the UFO Control Group. It's just fascinating to me how there's different aspects of it and different layers and different programs doing different things. The Mike Herrera information and the people that he's working with don't seem like they're necessarily part of this multinational group, but maybe they are. They don't seem like they're working with the beings, but maybe they are. We just don't know what's going on, but it's, like layers of an onion. There's the outer layer and then the consecutive, inner layers until you get to the rotten core of the onion. Who knows, maybe it's a lovely core, but at the core, we're working with beings, we're assisting in abductions, we're going aboard, giant UFOs, assisting in whatever they're doing. So, we're going off-world, it's crazy stuff. It's crazy stuff, whatever the control group is up to. But China is at least part of it. Now, this new program that they have, is it new? Or is it not new? Is it like Arrow, which is a new program, but obviously there have been many other programs that came before it and that are still going. So is it like Arrow, or is it, really a continuation of what they were doing in 1997 as part of this multinational UFO control group kind of thing? We don't know. And some people are speculating that China will use its UFO information, its U.A.P. information, to provide catastrophic UFO disclosure, that they will reveal UFOs before the U.S. does and cause a great upheaval that will result in catastrophic disclosure. And, that could be a thing. Weaponizing knowledge of UFOs. I mean, we could be entering that era. I guess it is possible that we have entered that era. But, if they wanted to destabilize us with UFO information, they probably could have done it already. Like I say, they've been in the game for a while, and they haven't done it. So, who knows what's going to happen? There's different groups doing different things, and obviously different national interests can be opposed to each other, even if they're working together on some other stuff. Yeah. Anyway, let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. I sure would appreciate it. Smash the like button and the subscribe button and the bell to be notified of future videos. You don't want to miss a thing. Join me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, links below. Love to see you guys there. Support Cosmic Road by buying some merch or by becoming a channel member. Channel members are rock stars, and I really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you. Meanwhile, there are plenty of other videos on the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.